What's up? Please hit the thumbs up button. I know it ain't gonna be that many people in here because everybody probably asleep. They gotta get up and go to work. Can y'all hear me? What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me? And please hit the thumbs up, everybody that's in here. The four of y'all that's in here. Hit the thumbs up for your girl, please. Oh, I gotta turn those notifications on. Hey, Beyond Meek. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, baby? Can you hear me? Okay, good. So look, right? Earlier, I did a reading, right? And while I was doing the reading, I got a load, so I had to like kind of rush off of the live. I had to pee too, but you know, whatever. But I told y'all during the live that I had a situation that happened to me and I wanted to share it with y'all. So I had to come back on here and let y'all know what went down, okay? Y'all, this is some of the most immature shit you're going to probably ever hear in your life, okay? Make sure your kids in the bed now. This is not for children. My readings ain't either, okay? Just so y'all know, okay? Everybody hit the thumbs up. Everybody hit the thumbs up, please. All right. Well, let me give y'all a couple more minutes to get in here because people still coming in. So I'm gonna give y'all a minute to get in here because I don't want to start the story and then people are like, damn, I missed it. But y'all, this shit right here was unbelievable. Okay, go ahead, Meek, get some coffee. Hurry up. Hurry up, Meek. Everybody hit the thumbs up, y'all, please, so this live can get out there. Shoot, y'all know I'm still a guppy in this YouTube world. Trying to be a shark, son. Hit the thumbs up, everybody. I gotta tell y'all what the hell happened though, because I had to rush off of here earlier. That's what I was saying before some of y'all got in here. Earlier I told y'all that I had a situation that happened and I wanted to tell y'all about it after the reading, but I ended up getting a load. So I'm in Jacksonville now. I'm in Florida. But earlier when I did the reading, I wasn't. Okay, listen. All right. So let me tell y'all. This is I'm really at the point now where I'm starting to think that like a lot of guys are just freaking idiots. Okay. Hey, Stephanie. I'm really starting to think that a lot of guys, and I'm not saying like starting to think, I'm really starting to solidify the fact that some of these people, these men out here in the world, they just not, their brain is not wrapped tight, right? So let me tell y'all what happened. So y'all know, okay, first of all, I am game, okay? So you're not gonna come into my life and run no game on me. It's just, it can't happen. It's impossible. You just can't, okay? I helped write the book on game, okay? So you can't come into my life running game on me, playing, little childish little love games and all that shit. You just can't, right? I told y'all in the reading earlier, I have strategies and things that I use to get people to let their guards down, to let me see who they really are, because people a lot of times like to, be a wolf in sheep clothing, right? They like to put that little mask on and pretend like they so perfect and they're a good person and they really want to be with you and all this other shit, right? Males and females do this. So let me tell y'all what happened. So last week, right, I'm over here at the truck stop minding my own business, right? Hey, Octagon chick. So I'm over here at the truck stop minding my own business, you know what I'm saying? Went inside the truck stop, got me something to eat or whatever. And I guess this dude was watching me. Of course, I didn't know, right? Because I'm minding my own business, like I said. So I'm going on about my little merry way. I get in my truck because I go in the truck stop. I didn't want nothing that they had in there to eat. So I just went and got like some bread, lunch meat and stuff like that. And I made me a sandwich. So I'm sitting in the truck. I'm eating on my little sandwich or whatever. I'm not paying nobody no attention, y'all. I'm just watching YouTube videos, getting ready to, take me a shower, unwind, and just relax, right? I've been driving all day. So, this guy, he's driving his truck and he stops his truck in front of my truck, like literally blocking me. And if I wanted to leave, I was not able to leave. He blocked my truck in the spot that I was in. And he looked at me and I looked at him back like, fuck you looking at, So he stops in the middle of the truck stop, y'all. In the middle of the fucking truck stop, he stops, blocks traffic, everything, right? There's trucks coming in and out, people trying to get in fuel lanes, everything. And he just blocked everybody, right? So he hops out his truck and he comes over to me, and I put my window down. You know, it was hot as shit. So I had my AC on, I had the window up, I had my little tunes playing, I was munching on my sandwich, or whatever the fuck I was. I might have been on YouTube, might have been listening to music, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But it was something dealing with me not wanting to talk, right? So he walks over to my truck. I put my window down and I'm like, what's up? He's like, dang, you over there messing that ham sandwich up. I said, I don't eat ham. I don't eat pork. So this is turkey. So he was like, oh, yo, you it looked like you tearing that sandwich up. I said, well, yeah, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. So we start small talking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He talking all this shit about how he want to, you know, do this and do that, and he wants to have a farm, and he grew up on a farm, and he's this great person, and all of this shit, right? And y'all know, I done heard that from so many people that now it's just, it's like throw up to my ears. When people walk up to me and tell me that they're this great, awesome person, and they really want a good relationship and a good woman, it's like throw up, right? Thank you so much for the super chat, Asante. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. So, you know, a homeboy over here, you know, trying to sell your girl a dream. But see, you don't know who you fucking with. First of all, not only am I a tarot reader, I'm psychic, I'm clairvoyant, and I'm a fucking medium. You really want some of this? Okay. So he walks his ass up. He's just talking away. I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this and I want to do that. So the whole time he talking, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all, okay? Because y'all my babies. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. I'm fucking single. I can do what I want to do. So I'm sizing his ass up. I'm looking at his shoes. I'm looking at his legs. I'm looking at his physique. I'm looking at his motherfucking body. I'm like, listen, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. What? Listen. Okay. What's in, listen, okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm sizing dude up, right? I'm looking at him the way dudes look at us, right? So thank you, Scarlett. Thank you, Scarlett. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another one soon. I'm just gonna wait until I have a day off so I can dedicate a lot of time to it. And I just got a hot spot too, so that the video won't be choppy. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'm sizing his ass up. I'm looking at him like, he look like he might be able to give me a good fucking time, okay? Temporary, I don't give a fuck. Whatever, I'm a truck driver. Bitch, I probably ain't gonna see you tomorrow anyway. I don't give a fuck, right? So he's just talking and talking and talking. And I hate a fucking man that talk too much, y'all. Y'all know I do. I fucking hate it. I feel like dudes that talk too much is like bitches. Just be a man. Just sit there and just be sexy. Just shut the fuck up, right? That's a woman. That's woman shit. Women talk a lot. Men are supposed to shut their ass up. So he's just talking and talking. So I cut him off. I said, okay, well, listen. I said, before you go there, before you tell me this next story that you're getting ready to tell me, I said, you want to just kick it with me? Right? Because in my listen, your girl mind was made up. Marlene, I did not get your email, baby. I did not get an email from you. I looked. I checked. I don't see one. It's New World Tarot, NU World Tarot, NU World Tarot at Gmail. So email me again because I've been looking for your email. I didn't get it. So anywho, so I done made up my mind. I'm like, listen, this motherfucker, he bow leg, he chocolate, he short like I like him. Listen, okay, you look like you know, you can give me a good fucking time. And no, Stephanie, I did not check his fingernails. That's not what I was looking at, okay? I'm gonna keep it real. That's not what I was looking at. So anyways, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at the way he walk. I'm looking at his lips. I'm looking at his face. I'm looking at everything. And I'm like, okay, he'll do. You know, he ain't normally my typical type, but he'll do, you know, for what's needed at the moment. He'll do, right? That's what I'm thinking. So boom. He's like, yeah. I said, well, listen, I'm gonna go jump in the shower. You know, because I had like just woke, I think it was like early in the morning. I believe I had just woke up if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, all right, well, fine. I said, well, he want to kick it with me. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm taking the rest of the motherfucking day off, right? I don't do that. But I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to take the rest of the day off. So He's like, yeah, I'm done driving for the day. No, no, no. I'm sorry. This was the evening time. This was the evening time because we ended up spending that evening together. So it was the evening time, y'all. My bad. So boom. So he's like, yeah, well, I could keep going, but I could stop for the night. So I'm like, all right. So my brain already made up. I'm like, if he don't say nothing stupid, I'm gonna jump your bones, okay? Like Victoria Monet said, okay? I'm not trying to take you home. I just want to jump your bones. That's all. I don't want to jump the broom. I just want to jump your bones, baby. Okay? Listen, okay? I told you this is grown folk conversation, okay? So anywho, y'all hit the thumbs up, everybody. So I'm telling y'all all my business, okay? Y'all can at least hit the thumbs up for me. Telling y'all all my secrets. So look, so boom, we go out. He take me out. He spent a whole bunch of, I think he spent like $200 something, y'all. We went out to eat, he was like, get whatever you want. So I'm ordering shit. He ordering shit. We just eating. We had like a little steakhouse or whatever. We just eating all kind of shit. We don't order shit that we ain't even eat. We ain't even touch margaritas, all type of shit, right? So we chilling. We like, fuck it. We just gonna go all out. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Let's get to what I want to get to. He wanted to go eat. I was fine. Okay, yeah. I got some shit you can eat. Yay. It ain't no steak, but it tastes like it. So look, so we get back, right? He goes and he connect his truck back or whatever, and I was like, so I left my food in his truck, but I did it on purpose. So I was like, I said, yeah, can you bring my food to my truck for me? And he's like, yeah, I can bring your food down there. And I'm like, all right. So boom, he brings the food and he's walking over to my window to try to hand me the food up. And I was like, hop in, right? So he gets in. He don't know. I done already, listen, okay? I done already molested this man in my brain, y'all. He done been molested, everything, okay? I done did everything to him in my head already, okay? He don't even know, right? So boom. He jumps in the truck and shit. And I guess he thinking we finna talk. And I mean, we can talk. But I'm sorry. I got other shit on my mind right now, okay? So I was like, all right. So we, talking. I didn't want to get him to start talking too much. I didn't want to entertain him too much. So I'm just sitting there quiet. He talking. He saying whatever fuck he's saying. And I'm just looking at his ass. I'm looking at him like, if you can't look at me and tell what the fuck is going on through my brain, that this is going to be a fucking problem. If I got to tell you, you should know how to read a woman and her energy, okay? I'm fresh. I done took me a motherfucking shower. I done ate good. I done had me a couple of margaritas. Damn it, jump on me now. So I started sending energy to him, right? Because y'all know we could do that. Telekinesis is the first form of communication, right? So I started sending energy to him, telling him what I wanted in my brain. So he just looked at me and he was like, I want to eat your soul right now. And I was like, exactly what I was thinking, right? So we handled our business, right? Boom. Everything went down, y'all. It was fucking great. Everything's fucking great. It was fucking fantastic, right? So I'm like, yes. Yes, I've been waiting, right? It's been like months and months and months. So I'm like, yes, finally, right? But it was actually good, right? So I'm like, yes. You would hate to wait like for a really long time, like months and months and months, and then you get it and you're like, I could have had a V8. You know what I mean? So it was like really, 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 really nice, right? So I'm like, okay. He did everything I needed. Everything I imagined in my brain that I had already did to him, he did it. He did all of it. Everything. Okay? I ain't have to say nothing. All I had to do was say, ooh, right there. Stay right there. Right there, nigga. Don't move. Don't you move, nigga. Don't you move. Right there. Right? So, boom. He laying in the bed with me or whatever. I'm not the cuddling type. I'm like a dude. I told y'all that. I'm like a guy when it comes to like relationships and, sex and all that. Oh, my God. Stephanie, yes, girl. It was the bang 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 was so good. It really was. It was great. Okay, child, I was reaching for shit. Okay, it wasn't nothing to grab, but I was reaching for shit. It was great. So anyways, boom. So we laying there. He want to cuddle and talk and do all that relationship shit, and I'm just over here like, like what the fuck. So he finally got the hint, and he was like, yo, I'm just gonna go back to my truck. And you gotta pretend like you don't really want him to leave and shit. So I'm like, why? Like, knowing good and fucking well I want him to leave, right? And I'm like, why? And he's like, well, it just feels like you want me, you like used to having your own space and you just want me to leave. And I'm like, all right, well, you do what you gotta do or whatever, right? So I ain't thinking nothing about it. I'm just like, yes, hurry up, get shit, get dressed, get the fuck out, right? So that's not what he did though. I told you he talked too fucking much. Okay, I hate dudes that talk too much. I just fucking don't like it. So he put on all his clothes, right? And I'm over here looking at him like round 3, round 4, round 5. Hey, right? Because I think we did like 3 rounds, y'all. Like literally, we did 3 rounds, okay? And so I'm over here looking at him a certain kind of way, and he's sitting in the seat, and he's like, I really don't want to leave. I really don't want to leave. I really don't want to leave. And I'm like, all right, well, nigga, I start sending telekinesis again. Nigga, you need to leave, right? So boom, it's like 8 o'clock in the fucking morning, y'all. Like the sun is coming the fuck up. It's like 7, 8 o'clock, and whatever time the sun come up, that's what fucking time it was, because the sun was coming up. So he finally gets out and leaves, right? First thing I do, I said, let me get my cards. I said, this dude doesn't, mind you, he's 30, okay? I'm 41, so I got a whole 11 years on this cat, and I was married for 16 years, and he don't have no kids. I ain't never been married. His longest relationship is probably a year, maybe, okay? With the way, I'm gonna tell y'all why I said that, but wait, I ain't even at the juicy part yet. Even though that was juicy, I had to give y'all the details, because that shit was juicy. But anyways, so I like, you know what, before I go to bed, I said, let me grab my cards and just read this nigga energy right off top, because remember the last old head that I met trying to play me, remember? I let him get away with it for about, what, a good week and a half, 2 weeks, y'all, wasn't it? Maybe a month. And then I finally pulled the cards, and I was like, oh, this motherfucker, right? So I was like, fuck that, let me just get to it. So I started pulling the cards, y'all, and everything that I ever get from every truck driver dude that I ever talked to came out. It came out that he talked to multiple women, he promiscuous, he do that. That's why I protect myself. I'm very well protected. I don't play that shit. I'll stop in the middle and be like, you still strapped? We good? You know what I mean? Like, let me see. Like, I don't play that shit. And a lot of people don't know that truck drivers are the #1 people that contract HIV every year. A lot of people don't know that. But anyways, I do, okay? Because I'm a truck driver, so I'm supposed to research that type of stuff. So anywho, boom. So I done pulled my cards out, and I'm pulling all my cards, and I'm seeing that the cards is telling me he just talking. He just talking. He wanted to get some, just like I did, right? So, me being the lady, the very special lady that I am, I said, okay, you know what? I like the bang, bang, bang. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pledge an offer to him. Okay, I'm gonna extend the olive branch to him. I am going to offer him to be able to deal with me on a we in town and we near each other type of basis, right? No strings attached. Like, I don't gotta be your girl, you ain't gotta be my dude. But because the bang 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 was so damn good, okay? If you in Florida and I'm in Florida, let's meet. Okay? If you in Illinois and I'm in Illinois, where you at? Let's meet, right? On that type shit, right? Because the cars don't already tell me. I see all these females, I'm pulling them out, I'm seeing all these queens and shit popping out and shit. I'm like, okay, he a little thought, you know what I mean? All right, whatever, you know, like most of them. I don't really get too much different with any truck driver that I've ever dealt with. When I pull the cars, they all be thoughts. So you know, whatever. I wasn't even tripping about that. I was just happy the bang 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 was good. So I say to him, because he called me the next day. He called me like, it wasn't as soon as he got up, because I ended up sleeping in late, because my company had sent me a message telling me that, you know, go ahead and sleep in. We having issues with the loads right now, so just, you know, rest. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I went on to sleep. You know what I mean? I was knocked out, y'all. So he comes to my truck and he's knocking on my door. I heard him knocking on my door, but I didn't get up. I'm like, no, nigga, no. We're doing this on Queen's terms, okay? This is how this shit gonna work. I control this dynamic that we have going on here. Fuck what you talking about. So boom, I ain't open the door. He ended up leaving. I'm still at the truck stop, right? So I get up the next day. I'm all happy, cheesing and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna go have me some breakfast and take me a shower and get ready for my company to send me this load so I can go ahead and do what I gotta do, right? Hit the road, make this money. So he calls me. It's probably like, I don't know, maybe like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, some shit like that. I slept quite a while. I wasn't tripping. When he called, I was happy he waited that late to call me, okay? So I answer my phone and shit, and I'm like, hey, you know what's up? And he's talking again. I'm like, well, he shut the fuck up, and he's just talking. So I'm like, okay, Jesus. And he's like, yeah, the truck and the company and this and that, and this, you know, I'm trying to do this, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus. And I said, okay. So he's just talking away. He's talking away. So I said, hey, I said, so, I really like, our dynamic, like our energy, like we vibe, and I was just purely talking about physical. I wasn't talking about nothing else, okay? Because I don't even know your ass. I don't, to be honest, I wouldn't give a fuck if we didn't know each other. The bang, bang, bang is great. You could just bang, bang, bang me and get the fuck out of my face. I don't give a fuck about your life or none of that shit. Honestly, I sound harsh, but it's true, right? So I said, so why don't we just, you call me when you need me and we'll link up, right? Because he's an owner operator. I'm a company driver, so it's easy for us to kind of, mingle, right? So he's like, no, I had a chance to talk to you and you're like this great woman. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. yeah, I am. Yeah, I am, right? So, so he's like, yeah, I really need a woman like you in my life. And so in my brain, I'm going, we got another one of these, huh? This like the third one, y'all. Okay? This is like the third fucking one. And I'm over here thinking to myself, and I'm like, I am not about to go down this road again with another one of these damn truckers. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't have the fucking. The first one I took serious. After that, I was like, oh, okay, I'll see what this shit is, right? So I'm like, So I didn't say that to him, but this is what I'm thinking in my mind. So he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring you out of the rain and dry you off. And I'm like, motherfucker, I don't need you to save me, bitch. Save yourself, okay? You the one look like you might fuck around and catch the cooties if you ain't careful, okay? I'm good. I don't need you to save me, bitch. I'm saved, okay? I'm not in no motherfucking rain. I'm dry. Fuck is you talking about? You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, hey, okay? Fuck is you talking about? I'm a homeowner. You don't own shit. What? Boy, please, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, this little nigga is tripping. So I ain't say shit, right? I'm listening to him talking all this shit like he big pimping. Yeah, I'm trying to bring you in out the rain and dry you off. I'm trying to heal your heart. You can't heal my heart, baby. That's me. That's on me. I have to heal my heart. I have to want that. I have to want to open my heart to somebody. You can't, there's nothing you can do about that. That is not your job. Your job is to bang, bang, bang and shut the fuck up. That's your job, right? So, but I ain't say nothing, okay? But the Aries in me was going in. Y'all hear me? My brain was like, I know he did, right? But I ain't say nothing. I played it cool. So boom. He like, no. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Talking all this shit. So I'm going, all I hear is wah, 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 right? So I start asking him about his business, right? Because I'm like, okay, this little motherfucker think he's smart. You think you can outwit Queen? Okay, let's play a little game. So I'm like, so, you want to own your own company? You want to do this and you want to do, I'm repeating everything. Basically, I'm just repeating the shit that he's saying to me. And I'm like, so, do you have it? He's like, oh, well, yeah, I got to handle this court situation. And I don't have my credit right. And I'm over here thinking, like, is this little nigga serious? Like, you don't have good credit. You're not a homeowner. You don't own your truck, right? You're leasing. You're 30 years old, okay, which makes you a youngster compared to me. And you actually think you're gonna outwit me, and I'm psychic? Oh, this should be interesting. So I'm steady just listening to him. I'm listening to him. He just telling me all this shit. Yeah, this happened, and I went over here, and they tried to kill me, and so I started dropping some jewels on him. Shit I would normally charge people for. I'm like, listen, bang, 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 right? I'm telling him all the shit that he need to be doing to get himself together. He like, see, that's why I need you. That's why I need you. I'm like, bang, bang, bang. Right? Yeah. So, boom. We've been talking on the phone, y'all. I'm fast forward because this shit kind of long. So we've been talking. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, I'm gonna get to you, blah blah. So I get ready to go home. So something in my, I know it was my mother. It was my biological mother. She's one of my spirit guides, y'all. She passed away when I was 17. So my mom is in my fucking head cracking up. Like, my mom was a fucking goofball. That's why I'm goofy how I am, right? So my mom was like, play his game. She kept saying it. Just play his game. Just play his game. So I'm like, play his game? And she was like, yeah, play his game. So I'm like, okay. So I go home. Y'all know when I go home, I get me a big ass bottle of tequila and I get to drinking. I can get to thinking, and child, that's dangerous. So so I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait until I get tipsy, and then I'm gonna start hitting them up with some weird ass messages and shit, right? So I had sat down and thought about what I was gonna say, right? So I done wrote the shit down, because when you get tipsy, sometimes you fuck shit up, right? So I done wrote the shit down. So I'm texting them this weird, it was weird shit like, you don't act like you want to be with me, da, da, da. So I'm like, let me see if he can handle somebody playing his game, because he playing a game, he trying to play with my head. So I'm over here playing this little game with him. I'm playing, my mom like, get his ass, right? I'm playing this game with him, and he's like, you starting to freak me out, are you crazy? So I'm at the house cracking up laughing, y'all. I'm fucking rolling. I'm like, I love when people think I'm crazy, because when people think you crazy, they leave you the fuck alone. I know that better not be no bug. Oh, that's a piece of hamburger. Oh, my bad. So anyways, so he's like, are you crazy? And I was like, that's for me to know and for you to find out, right? So I'm being fucking stupid. I'm being totally fucking stupid. So this is probably like I want to say like maybe the third day I was at home, right? Because I had to go home and pay it. But y'all, I spent so much money when I went home, I almost cried. But this is probably like the second or third day I'm at home. I just went straight silent. I sent all this crazy shit, right, for 2 days straight. And then the third day, I didn't say shit. I didn't say good morning. I didn't say good afternoon. I didn't say how are you. I didn't say shit. I just went completely incognito. I went silent. This motherfucker ain't say nothing all day. So I sent a message, completely sober. I sent a message. I said, I'm going to match your energy, so please don't get mad, baby. That's what I said to him. He never questioned what that meant. He never once questioned what it meant. He let it go. So I let it go. All right, I told you. I'm going to match your motherfucking energy. If you ain't ready, I'm telling you, whatever game you think you playing, baby, we playing chess. So I asked him, right? I said, do you know how to play chess? And he was like, nah. I was like, you don't know how to play chess? He was like, nah. I said, well, you really should learn how to play chess, because that's the way you live. That's the way you're supposed to, like, conquer in life. I was like, and I think I asked him about, like, The Art of War. I'm like, have you ever read The Art of War? No, I ain't never read that. So I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, my God, this boy is so fucking dumb, right? But I ain't say it. I didn't say it because I wanted some more bang, bang, bang. So I did not say it. I did not want to insult the bang, bang, bang. I just did not want to do it. So I didn't. So I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my God, this fucking kid, right? So he talking all this big shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? And I just need me a woman like you by my side, you know what I'm saying? Drive a truck for me and all that. So I'm like, well, I'm available if you need me. Thinking to myself, like, you ain't even got good fucking credit. How am I gonna trust you to pay me what the fuck I'm worth, and you ain't even got good credit? You don't even trust yourself enough to fix your credit. Boy, please. I ain't thinking about your ass, okay? Whatever. So boom. So I'm like, all right, listen, let me just get some more bang, 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 because I already see where this shit is about to go. I felt it coming, right? I felt it coming. So something was like, do another reading. So I pulled the cards out again, and this time I pulled out my Oracle deck. So I'm pulling the cards and shit, and it's showing up saying about to be a tower, shit about to be fucked up, some shit about to happen. Be ready for it, you know what I'm saying? Get your heart ready, motherfucker. So just enjoy the fucking bang, bang, bang. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, I just got me some good bang, 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 and this nigga finna act stupid, right? Not realizing that I was gonna be the reason for the act stupid, but let me tell y'all what ended up happening. So boom. This is our second time seeing each other. So yesterday, was it yesterday? I want to say it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday, right? So I'm at home. It was the day before yesterday. So I'm at home and shit, and he calls me. It's like 10 o'clock in the fucking morning, 10:30 in the morning. He calls me, and the first time he called me, you know how you can hear the phone ringing, but you still sleep, so you're not really sure if like something's ringing or you just, tripping. So the second time he called, I woke up, because I was already partially woke from the phone ringing, the first time. So I'm like, okay. Boom. I answer the phone and I see it's him. I'm like, oh, bang, bang, bang. So I answer the phone, like, sleep, everything, right? So he's like, what's up? And I'm like, I'm asleep. And he's like, well, what time are you going to be at your truck? And I'm like, well, I told my job I would be there at like 5. And he was like, well, what do you want me to do until 5 o'clock? I'll be there in a couple of hours. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm up. No problem. So I'm like, well, just call me back in an hour. Well, by the time I got off the phone with him, because I told y'all he liked to talk, by the time I got off the phone with him, I was woke. So I was like, fuck it. I just called him back. I was like, I'm up. Don't even worry about it. You ain't even got to call. I'm just going to go ahead and start getting my shit together so I can go into the truck. Knowing I didn't have to leave until the next day, right? So, I knew he was coming because the night before that, he tried to tell me to send him some pictures. And I said, if you want pictures, come get them. What you gonna do? Okay? And I done put this thing on you? Oh, you coming. You coming. And he did. So, I knew he was coming. I just didn't know what time. So boom. He gets there. He finally gets there. It's like fucking 5, 6 o'clock in the fucking evening, right? And I had just got there like maybe an hour before that, but it was cool because it gave me time to like, put all my stuff together, put my laundry away and, whatever. Just get my truck ready for company. You know what I mean? Spray some Febreze and shit like that because I smoke. So, So anyways, boom, he comes over to the truck or whatever. And like soon as he gets in the truck, y'all, we get to it. He's like, give me a hug. I got up, I closed the curtains and shit. It was like 100 and something degrees outside. So I closed the curtains. That motherfucker said, give me a hug, child. And it went down. You hear me? It went down, okay, again. And I think we did another three sessions, like three times. So boom, I'm great. I'm walking on sunshine. He done fell asleep. I'm sitting in the front seat. I'm smoking me a cigarette. He's like, so I'm laughing and shit. I'm like, I done put his ass to bed, right? So I'm laughing. I'm like, all right. So while he's in the bed sleeping, spirit is talking to me. Y'all know my spirit, my ancestors be talking to me while we on camera and everything. So my spirit and my ancestors are like, tonight. It's going down tonight. So I'm like, oh. So I'm trying to avoid it, right? You know that like when spirit tell you that something is gonna happen, it ain't really nothing you can do about it but be ready, right? So I'm over here trying to fight it and shit. I'm like, no, don't. Let me get it one more time, spirit. Stop playing, right? I'm like, come on, man. They like, no, it's going down tonight. This nigga is dangerous. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, one more time. They like, So when we got ready to leave, he was like, I'm hungry. I said, I'm hungry too. So this after he woke up or whatever, he's like, I'm hungry. I said, I'm hungry too. So he was like, well, let's find something to eat. So we ended up going to this little restaurant, and I'm sitting here listening to him playing this little game. He talking to all these strangers about, his life and all this bullshit that I wasn't listening to. I was just sitting there smoking a cigarette, looking at him like, let me finish my margarita. He just talks too fucking much. Y'all, I just don't like men who talk too much. It's just so unattractive to me. It's a complete turn off, right? You can be sexy as shit. You can be like Denzel fine. And if you talk too much, I just be like, ugh. Oh my God, give me some bang, bang, bang and go away, right? So he's just talking and talking and talking and talking. So we ended up meeting this couple. It was a white couple. A older lady and a younger guy. And remember our dynamic. I'm the older lady, he's the younger guy. So they're talking or whatever. We're all talking at first together. And then him and the guy kind of go off in their little corner and they're talking, and me and the lady are in our little corner talking. And I'm sitting there telling the lady, because she's like, well, how long, she kind of talking low, because we having a girl conversation. We ain't talking to them. So she's like, well, how long have you guys been together? And I'm like, not even a month. I didn't want to say like a week, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, not even a month. And she was like, well, he seems like a nice guy. I said, he don't know what he wants. I told her straight up. I said, he has no idea. I said, he is 30 years old. When I was 30 years old, I thought I knew every fucking thing, okay? I didn't realize I didn't know anything until I turned 35. And then I was like, oh shit, I was so stupid when I was 30, right? And then when I was 35, I was like, ooh, I know a lot. And by the time I turned 40, I was like, bitch, you don't know shit. So I've just come to the realization that I accept the fact that we just don't know nothing, y'all, okay? You're every day you should be learning, period, okay? This is too much to know. So he talking away. So the guy, the husband, he's like, so there's a pool, because he's like, yeah, I like to gamble and blah, 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 just talking too fucking much. So the guy tells him like, yeah, there's this pool hall up the street from here if you like to gamble, where he's like, oh yeah, I like to shoot pool, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh Jesus, he about to make me go to a pool hall, right? I'm an introvert, y'all. I don't like crowds. I don't like people. I don't give a fuck about all that shit, right? So so we get in his truck and he's like, well, babe, do you want to go to the little pool hall, the little place? And I was like, well, not really, but he was like, well, we not doing nothing. I was like, all right. So I'm now spirit played too much, right? While we're riding to go to the damn pool hall, y'all, why the fuck they started playing the music from the Titanic? Remember when the Titanic was going down and they was playing the little violins? That's what I started hearing. I'm like, spirit is funny as shit. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, something is about to go down. I already knew something was about to go down. Now, mind you, I've already told this man that we could just do the bang, bang, bang. I can be your vacation. We don't have to. I've extended all of this to him. Okay, I've told him no strings attached. If you got something else going, I just met you. I don't expect for you to call everybody and be like, hey, honey, I ain't never coming home. That's not what I expect when I meet people. You know what I'm saying? And then we bang, bang, bang the first night. Like, come on. I don't expect you to just let go of whatever you got going on for me, right? So I'm not tripping. He's like, no. I just need you. I just need you. So I'm thinking to myself, like, this is not gonna be pleasant, right? So now, mind you, my spidey senses is paying attention to stuff. So while we were sitting outside of this restaurant, they gave us one of them little pager things, like, because it was like a wait, like a 25-minute wait or something like that. And this chick walked out, and I noticed that, I pay attention to body language. He was trying so fucking hard not to look at her, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I looked at her. She had a humongous ass. I looked at her. I mean, your fucking ass is bigger than my whole fucking head, lady. Like, the thing is huge, right? So I'm not thinking anything. I'm just like, okay, that's weird that he's trying so hard not to look at her. I mean, I looked, and I'm a chick, you know what I mean? So I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just like, all right, whatever. I paid attention to it, but I didn't think nothing of it. So when we get to the pool hall, right? Soon as we walked in the door, y'all, mind you, on the way to walk into the door, because you have to park your truck kind of far away. On the way to walk into the pool hall, he's like, yeah, my girl's so fine. I'm trying to figure out what this fine ass woman like you want with me. You know, what our future gonna be like. He kissing on me and shit. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this dirty bastard. This is so typical of truck drivers. They make me sick, right? So I'm like, this is not gonna end well. So my heart is beating. Y'all, this man went from kissing me, well, he kissed some other stuff first, but kissing me, holding my hand, talking about how beautiful I was, how you know, all of this beautiful shit, right? We walk in the club, the little pool hall or whatever. He goes to the ATM, he gets some money out the ATM, he handed me $60. So I whispered to him, you know, because the music was kind of loud. I said, well, what is this for? And he was like, well, get us some drinks. Okay, what the fuck do you want, right? So he tells me what he wants. He goes and he sits in a chair that's behind the bar. Lo and behold, the person that I'm standing next to is the lady with the humongous ass. I'm standing right next to her. I ain't even, it hasn't registered, right? It hasn't clicked yet. So he sits there for a minute. I could feel his eyes watching something behind me. I thought it was me. Apparently it wasn't. It was the big booty lady. So let me tell you how whack homeboy is, right? So he gets up, he realizes who she is, he's watching her, he already had his eye on her when she walked out. That's why he was trying so hard not to see her, right? When we was at the little restaurant or whatever. He walks over and he's like, yeah, babe, you know, give me a margarita, get me this, get me that. So I get a margarita and get him a margarita. He wanted a beer, so I was like, all right, so I got his beer or whatever. So the drinks, the bartender sits the drinks down. So I go to hand him the drink, and he puts his hands down. I'm like, okay, that's different. So he was like, well, nah, he tried to catch himself. He asked the chick, he said, you want that? I'll buy you a drink. So the lady looks at me and she goes, is it okay? And I'm thinking to myself, he ain't catch that. He didn't catch that homegirl asked me for permission. He didn't give a fuck how I felt. In his mind, he saw a big ass and he wanted it, right? This is how much little self-control that this man has, right? He can't even control himself. Mind you, he done licked everything on me, y'all. Ain't brushed his teeth, ain't took a shower, nothing. We went from bang, bang, bang to going out to eat, right? To the pool hall. And he in this lady face, buying her a drink. So he asked for another drink. The lady asked if it was okay. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. You know, of course I had a whole fucking attitude because he's over here like, are you a broker? Are you in trucking? And he's smiling and shit. And I'm like, so he asked her what was her occupation. And I asked him, I said, well, why does that matter? And then something in me just said, Queen, give these people some space. Let this man do him. Go sit your ass down and go watch the show. So I said, yeah, there's your vodka and orange, whatever fuck he had. I grabbed my margarita and I walked the fuck off. And I went and sat in an area where I could see exactly what the fuck was going on, y'all. Do you know when I walked away, this nigga was not behind me. He stood there and got old girl number. So he walks over to the table where I'm at finally, after probably like 5 minutes, right? So he done sat here and exchanged numbers with her, recorded with her, all this shit, right? So I can hear the conversation in my head that they're having, even though I'm in a loud ass club. I don't do clubs. So I'm hearing him saying, I'm finna get rid of her and you want to hang out with me tonight, blah, 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 whatever, right? Who cares, right? Whatever. So he walks over to the table and he's like, you all right? I ain't say shit. I just kept sipping my margarita. Like, bitch, you didn't give a fuck if I was all right when I was standing there next to you and homegirl. So like, why the fuck do you care now? Who cares? So I'm steady sipping. He asked again, are you okay? So my date just courted another female in my face and you asking me if I'm alright. Would you be okay if I did that to you? That's what I'm thinking to myself. Didn't say a word. Mind you, we got ready to walk in. I saw a couple of fine ass brothers in there. Okay, a couple of them. But I'm like, all right, Queen, we ain't on the prowl. Be on your best behavior. You got a date, right? That's what I'm thinking. Be mature about this situation. So boom. Now I'm starting to get all these messages about her, about, you know, all this other shit that happens when you're psychic and, you know, just telling you about the person's energy and who they are and blah, blah, blah. A bunch of shit I don't care about, right? But it comes to me anyway. All I have to do is be in your presence. It just comes. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So he's like, well, fuck it, let's go. Now, mind you, he got a full beer and a full drink. He probably done drink like this much of his drink out of a little glass or whatever. So he leaves his drinks on the table. He's like, come on, you want to leave, don't you? You see how you just put, I want to leave. I ain't said shit, y'all. I haven't said one fucking word. You want to leave, don't you? I said, here it is. Here's this tower. Here's this fucking tower. So I ain't say shit again. I left it. I sipped the drink real hard one last time. And I walked on out behind his ass, right? He headed toward the door. I went right on behind him. So we get outside. I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm not like wanting to smoke in his truck or whatever. I'm walking like kind of on the side of the truck. And he hops out the truck like, well, what are you doing? I said, I'm smoking a cigarette. Well, you can smoke in here. So I get in the truck. Y'all, he playing a thin line between love and hate by H-Town. Bitch, you don't love me. You don't love me, motherfucker. You ain't finna play this game with me and think you finna get in my head and you think I'm finna go to my truck and cry over you. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care, nigga. What don't you understand about that shit? I do not give a flying fuck, okay? I don't care, right? So boom. So I hopped in the truck. I'm smoking my little cigarette and he got the music blasting so loud, basically saying, bitch, I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. And I'm like, great, because bitch, I don't have anything to say, right? So he turns the music down for a second and he's like, Queen, after today, I promise to God, you ain't got to worry about no more contact with me. I said, oh, follow the booty, huh? Oh, okay, all right, I got it. I ain't say shit. I ain't say one fucking word. And y'all, when I tell y'all that motherfucker was driving so fucking fast, trying to get me out that goddamn truck to get back to home, girl. Do you hear me? He was trying to get to that bitch. So I'm like, okay. So he pulled up in the front of my motherfucking truck. I opened the door I said, have fun with your new friend. Thanks for dinner. I slammed this little door and got my ass in my truck. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Thanks for the bang, 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 bitch. But here's what I want to say about the situation, right? So I deleted his number and all of that. No. I'm mad though because the bang, bang, bang was really, really good. I'm really pissed off. But here's what I want to emphasize about the reason why I have an issue with the whole situation, because I'm not mad about you being a thought. Like, it's okay. All the truck drivers that I meet that I've ever dealt with are all thoughts, right? Here's the issue that I have with the men that I encounter in trucking that are thoughts. If someone is already telling you that they know, first of all, I am a truck driver. I've been out here for 2 fucking years and some change. I know you're a thought. You don't have to lie to me. I'm out here with you, right? My thing is this. If he would have taken my olive branch, right, for me and him to just be what we are, we could have went to that pool hall and we could have had a great night. I could have went and did me, he could have went and did him, and then we could have came back to the truck and did each other. Okay? And had some other shit to do when we got wherever we was going. We was getting what we was getting and doing what we was doing, right? You hear me? We both could have had, this could have been a very great thing, right? He fucked it all up. So, I seen a couple of dudes. They was looking too. Okay? I ain't no ugly bitch. Okay? I ain't tripping. I don't care. If you chasing ass, go for it. Hey, listen. Do you. I'm not tripping. So boom. I'm like, all right, whatever. Whatever, right? So I get in my truck. I send him one message. The message is, I see through you. I said, I think I called him a hoe. I think I said, you hoe ass nigga, I see through you. I don't remember. I deleted it, y'all. But I said something. But it wasn't too disrespectful. It was like, if you ain't a bitch ass nigga, you ain't really gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? But it I took a couple shots at him. Bang, bang, right? So, boom, I just let him know. Like, yeah. So basically what I did was, what I'm trying to explain to y'all is, I fucked with his head. I fucked with his head to make him comfortable to put his guard on. Because, see, he already was thinking that something is wrong with me. So now he's like, okay, well, if I do something, I could just tell her that she's fucking crazy, right? And see, that's one of my strategies that I use with people. When people think something is wrong with you guys, and this is for the people who got game, okay? Everybody can't get away with this, okay? Because sometimes when people think you crazy, they just run and call the cops, right? So you have to be very strategic with the way you do it. You have to make sure that you plan everything properly. You got to make sure you know what the outcome is going to be, and you have to be very accepting of it, okay? No matter how it comes, right? I'm going to tell you the way I caught my ex-husband cheating. I went to the store and I bought a box of condoms, and I opened the condom up and I put one in the toilet and one in the trash where he could visibly see it. I could have got killed, okay? But I know what I'm doing, right? So what I'm saying is, you have to know what you're doing when you're doing what you're doing, right? But because my ex-husband thought I was cheating, he confessed every fucking thing, right? I found out shit I didn't want to know, right? This before I was following my intuition like that. But anyways, so dude was thinking in his brain like, okay, this bitch is crazy. So if I just go and make it seem like me and homegirl was just having a little regular average I'm gonna tell you what he said when we was in the truck. He said, you don't have to worry about no communication from me no more, because you want to be able to talk to who you want to talk to, but I can't talk to who I want to talk to. Mind you, the whole fucking time, every time I've been around this man, every conversation I've ever had with anybody, he was involved with the conversation. I've never went off to the side and talked to nobody on the side, smiled in nobody's face, bought nobody no drink, serenaded them, gave them the eye, nothing, right? So you see how he wanted me to think something was wrong with me? Hence the reading that we did earlier with these motherfuckers want to make us think it's something wrong with us. There's not something wrong with us, you guys. There's something wrong with them. And my strategy pays off very well. I need to stop because I'm getting too old for this shit, seriously. But it works. It fucking works, man. And it works like a charm. And I don't want to tell y'all to do it simply because people can get hurt doing what I do. If you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to read people's energy well, you can really get hurt, right? So So basically, that's what ended up happening. That's what I wanted to tell y'all earlier before I got fucking rushed off. And the reason I told y'all all the details because we did a reading earlier and I ain't got no reading to do for y'all now. So I'm like, fuck it, let me just tell y'all every single detail. But yeah, homeboy tried to come at me like crazy. And I'm just like, dude, I am so sane that you would never, nigga. I'm glad you don't watch tarot. Because if you watch tarot, you would be really pissed off. You'd be like, this bitch just straight up played me like a fiddle. Yeah, I played you like a fiddle. I see your heart. I see your thought. You're the most disrespectful man I've ever met. I have never, guys, 41 years I have been on this planet. I have never in my life had a man to court another woman in my fucking face. That has never happened. Okay? They say it's the first time for everything, but that shit right there had me. Listen, I was 38 hot. You hear me? I was like, if I would have feelings for him, me and him would be in this club fighting right now. Like, if I had feelings for dude, like if I really had genuine feelings for him, if I liked him, bro, he'd had to see me with the hands. Listen, somebody would have went to jail. Somebody would motherfucking jail that goddamn night, okay? Because I would have hauled off and hit him. I would have cocked his ass. You hear me? It was so disrespectful, y'all. And then the girl was even uncomfortable, but she was such a goddamn thought that she was just happy somebody wanted to talk to her. She was just so fucking happy. And it was sad. Like, all the stuff that Spirit was showing me about her was just fucking sad. And I was like, you know what? This is going to backfire. But whatever. I don't care. Like, enjoy. But, yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all and let y'all know what was going on and shit, right? So I hope everybody... Laisha, you always cracking up, girl. I hope everybody hit the thumbs up, and I hope y'all like the story and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But for the people who been asking me about the Black community readings, I'm gonna do another one soon. I can't really say when because my schedule, y'all, and my schedule is crazy. But I'll be doing one soon. I hate when my nose start running, but I'll be doing one soon. For you guys, Black community reading again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep doing the ask a question, just simply because the Black community is such a broad, you know, topic. Like, I don't want to just stick to one thing. I like for people to be able to ask what they want to ask, and I'll keep it at $10. I mean, you know, I figure everybody got a little pen sitting around somewhere, right? But anyways, I just wanted y'all to know that your girl is doing and feeling great, okay? She won, okay? Checkmate, bitch, right? Okay? Checkmate, motherfucker. He need to learn how to play chess if he want to win against a bitch like me. You would never win against me. You ain't smart enough to win. You motherfucker. Let me tell y'all the funny thing. Okay, all right, I ain't gonna embarrass the man, because he might fuck around and watch my video, because I did send him one of my videos. But he's not very intelligent either, y'all. He don't read well. Anyways, I love y'all, okay? Everybody hit the thumbs up. I'll see y'all next time. Later, y'all.